Hi guys, today we're going to be reading chapter 2 of The Rainbow Puppies. So, in case you missed chapter 1, Miss Maury, the librarian, had a different book to read to the kids. It was a true story written by her great-grandparents, and all the kids thought it was fake because it was about rainbow puppies. But she gave the rainbow puppy history book to a girl named Lilac. Lilac learned all the information about the rainbow puppies. They had powers and everything like that. And then Lilac left the book open on her bed because her mom called her for dinner. And that's pretty much everything that happened in chapter 1 that was important. So let's begin chapter 2. Okay. The Rainbow Puppies, chapter 2, Secrets Out. Lilac sat at the table, taking small nibbles of her broccoli. Meanwhile, her older brother, who was in high school while little Lilac was only in grade 2. Her older brother, Oscar, was the fastest eater ever. When Lilac took her first bite of food, he finished 5 minutes ago. He may be a fast eater, but he was the most annoying brother on the planet. He did the stupidest things. For example, last week, instead of doing his homework, he taped it to the side of the house and said it ran away. After he left the table, Lilac said, "I'm full," and rushed back to her room. When she got there, her brother was standing outside the door, and his hand was reaching for the doorknob. The book about rainbow puppies was still open on her bed. Lilac wanted to keep the book a secret from Oscar, because he would tell the whole world if he knew. She darted for the door. She shoved Oscar away from the door and screamed at him. "Stop it, Oscar!" He scoffed. "What was that for?" Lilac rolled her eyes. "Stay out of my room!" With that, she slammed the door. She looked at her bed, and the book was still open. She let out a sigh of relief. She jumped on her bed, and her head landed on the soft, fuzzy pillow. Her hair was a tangled mess. She looked over on the floor to see her unicorn with sparkles all over it on her cat carpet. She grabbed it to give it a hug till her tangled knots got caught on the unicorn's sparkly but silky horn. She ripped it off her hair and yelled in pain before leaving to brush her hair. She hid the book under her bed. When she tried to brush her hair, it wasn't getting her tangles out. It took her half an hour, but she finally got out all the tangles. She went to go put on her pajamas. Her mom had bought her new ones the day before. They were a pink leopard print set that Lilac had been wanting for a while. Lilac was still questioning the book. She believed it was real. She didn't want to tell her brother, but should she tell her mom? She wanted to tell her friends. There was no question about that. After she laid down in bed, she decided not to tell her mom. She tried to stay up, but she couldn't keep her eyes open. She closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep. She woke up to her mom yelling at Oscar. "Oscar, first you wake up late, then you put your shirt on backwards, and now you spilled cereal everywhere." Lilac couldn't see Oscar's face, but she knew he was fuming. She rushed to get ready and ran down the stairs. She greeted her mom with a smile. "Hi, Mom, what's for breakfast?" Her mom smiled, but Lilac could tell she was still mad at Oscar, who was silently pouting in his chair. "We're going to have strawberry jam on toast." Lilac licked her lips. "Yummy!" Her mother brought over a plate of strawberry toast for Lilac. She had blueberry toast for Oscar. Before handing it to him, Lilac's mom gave him an angry glare. Unfortunately, most mornings were like this. Oscar and Lilac's mom always fought. Lilac had just gotten used to it. After breakfast, Lilac ran to the door, waiting for her mom and Oscar to follow her. Oscar rolled his eyes and shoved his toast into his mouth and joined Lilac. Lilac's mom was smiling until Oscar did that. He just stood there with a frown. They all hopped into the car. They went to school, said bye to their mom, and started walking. Lilac was annoyed because Oscar just ruined another morning for Mom. "Why do you always fight with Mom?" Oscar still seemed mad. He didn't answer the question. "Why don't you ever shut up?" He started walking past her. She pouted and rushed after him. He kept walking faster and faster till her little legs couldn't keep up. She angrily waddled over to her group of friends. All of them in unison said, "Hi, Lilac!" She smiled. "Hey, guys, can you keep a secret?" The girls looked at Lilac with confusion till Maya spoke with a hint of excitement in her voice. "Yeah, of course you can trust us." Lilac looked down. Was telling her friends about the book a good idea? Lilac wasn't sure, but she already decided when she asked if they could keep a secret. She thought to herself, "There's no going back now." She sighed before speaking once again. "You remember the true story about rainbow puppies?" Her friends giggled. Amelia said, "You mean that fairy tale? It was obviously fake." Lilac knew that they would react this way, so she told them everything. The book, what Miss Maury told her, all of it. They all stared in awe. "But don't worry," Lilac spoke. "You can all come over to my house and I'll show you the book." After that, all the other girls looked like they saw a ghost. "What's wrong, guys?" Lilac was confused. Luna pointed to behind Lilac. She turned her head and saw the class bully, James, standing behind her. "What book?" he said in a rather forceful tone. Lilac started stuttering. "None of your business, James." James laughed and shoved her. And at this point, the whole class was watching. "Stop it, James!" But James didn't stop, and he asked again, "What book?" Just then, the teacher came out. "Lilac, James, come here right now." James let go of Lilac and stormed off, Lilac following far behind. Before he got to the front of the class, he glared back at her. His piercing eyes stared at her for a few seconds before stomping up to the front. Lilac waddled behind him. That's all for Chapter 2, and if you want to see Chapter 3, make sure to leave a like. See you later.